This uplifting cinematic experience.
I've got something important to tell you, man.
The big story is...
Dig this and dig it deep.
What if I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and they became arch enemies? Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems, the Emperor and Stan Lee will coach the two opposing teams. Keep it clean, no bats, no gats, guns, or interference. Comic book characters would go head up with raw lyrics. Now I take whoever might be on break from doing tours and have them sign up for the last Emperor's secret war. Sure, for that kind of capacity we need a crazy large arena that might stretch from West Philadelphia to East Medina. If I'm able, I'd put it on pay-per-view through my label and give free tickets to my neighborhood bums with no cable. Yeah, that sounds fat. Now that we've squared away the propositions, let's begin with the ultimate tough man competition. Set it off, it's the fight of the century. KRS and Professor X will battle each other mentally with rhymes. These two team captains waste no time. Charles Xavier tried to invade Chris Parker's mind. He shot a cerebral probe at Chris's mind, but he missed it. Professor X taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics. Round 2, new fight, word to life, you gotta see this. Locked in Mortal Kombat is Dr. Strange and the Genius. Yeah, son, he's no match, let that grafted wizard have it. My liquid sword slashes straight through Dr. Strange's magic. Another hero down, and now the score is 2-0. By words from the genius, and he's still my rhyming hero. Now the next fight was conducted in a rough-like manner, specifically between Reggie Noble and Dr. David Banner. Or should I say the Incredible Hulk when he's amped off the gamma? But Reggie Noble soon became the Incredible Redman and slammed him. You know how Redman gets when his adrenaline starts pumping. Started skitzing in the ring, so then the Thing tried to jump in. Then Grim leaps into the ring, and after Redman he lunges, but Reggie Noble dropped him with 2 brick city punches. Rhymes by the bunches, bums get dirtier than Middle Eastern dungeons. Ready to set this like Detective Columbo in his hunches. While the refs clean out the ring, cause the last fight was so intense. Let's do a live interview with the brother named Common Sense. Yeah, it's Common Sense. A nice man tried to freeze me, so I took him to Chicago and told him to take it easy. He couldn't see me with my Applejack hat and high tops. Colossus and Cyclops, I got no idea why not. Look at Common Sense, yo, that last album was tight. Let me get back to the ring and evaluate the next fight. Now the next fight had to be the craziest of all times. We got Dr. Octopus
Versus the mighty Buster
Doc Ox versus Buster? Man, that stuff is dead. He'll get his 8 arms ripped off going up against the Dread.
Aha, now Dr. Octopus, who you think you grabbing? The guard can never lose, so you know it will never happen. Lyrically making me sleepy, you need a nap when I slap you with my dreads. Lights out, you kiss the canvas. Before my eyes I see the demise of another superhero. Next up is Roscos versus Magneto. Now anything goes when Magneto battles foes, but Roscos had him shivering, delivering ultramagnetic blows. Magneto is now deceased, and a wise man said it best. The sun rises in the east, but they can still set it in the west. And with all these heroes down, Stan Lee refuses to surrender. He got stormed from the X-Men as if I couldn't match the gender. Stan Lee shouts, "Yo, Stan, you best to chill." There's no match for
I guess he's never heard of Lauryn Hill. Now we all know Storm controls the temperature and weather. Started running off at the lip, and El Boog was like,
whatever.
Since she just got home from tour, she's a bit too tired to spar, so she clocked Storm over the head with my man Wyclef's guitar. All silence has ceased. Out of nowhere comes the beast versus J. Rue, the Damager, the Black Prophet from the east, releasing rhymes that will pound you into the ground. There'll be no round 2. Another victory for hip-hop by the dirty rotten scoundrel. Now the underground sewer system that lies deep below the ring is where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and DOS Effects do their thing. Leonardo and Donatello, they well know that we can do this.
So kick it, the crazy, hit them both with raw. So
now Raphael and Michelangelo, those 2 other sewer brothers, Book smacked her with the DOS Effects logo, the manhole cover. Whether you're plant or animal, vegetable or miggity mineral, before you step to DOS Effects, you best be hard like a criminal. Taking you back to ringside just when you thought it was over. The last battle was brought forth by G.I. Joe and Cobra. Mercenaries and soldiers, G.I. Joe was rolling thick, but I'll get the military of hip-hop, aka the boot camp clique. World War III for 98, in the wake of all these troops, I could see General Buckshot going toe-to-toe with Duke. Salute the captain for rapping, cause now we know who's hard. Catching rep like stealing tech up against the Crimson Guard. Charging after you, smashing you, metaphorically bashing through the entire Joe team is OGC and Ruck the Irrational. Then all of a sudden I hear this real loud crack.
The military Punisher, Big Rock just broke roadblocks back.
Adding insult to injury to Stan Lee and his team. We've got Weapon X from Canada, aka Wolverine. You know the routine, his claws can rip rappers for days. But here comes the Method Man, aka Johnny Blaze. Wolverine, you can't hang. Winter Cow does his thing, paralyze you with the venom from the Method Man's fang. This is the final battle as the stratosphere gets darker. We got Nasir Jones versus Peter Parker. Nasty Nas, the halftime headringer, versus the web slinger. Illmatic versus Radioactive in the Rotten Apple with a deadlinger. He cursed the day that Spider ever bit him and gave him a copy of the second LP it was written. For all up and coming MCs, I've got a question. If I made a Secret Wars Part 2, would your name even be mentioned? Would you make the final cut? I make the nicest give their titles up, writing rhymes, fighting crimes like the Blue Falcon and Dino Mud. Stick around for the next battle / adventure. And if you see Stan Lee, tell him the last emperor sent ya.
Let me guess. The surface of the sun? Only dream I ever have. Every time I shut my eyes, it's always the same.
December 21st, 2012 is the code. It was placed on the Mayan sunstone to puzzle them. Started with some numbers, the cold cracker started crunching. I better have some results by month's end. Really, Deep Blue computes deeply and does it. What's the answer to the universe? Read me the numbers. In the summer, the polar Manitoba's melted by lava. A team of ER doctors climb aboard the chopper. My skull is a submarine hull. I emptied the ballast tanks. I can smell the shit from the seagulls. The Red Admiral participated in battle every war. At least half of my crew were injured every tour. I blasted through the limestone with water mixed with a dissolver. Then I signaled the remaining cave crawlers. Food supply low. They speak about going above ground to find more. I cry out no, do not go. Where the fuck are you going? 400-mile-an-hour wind belts blowing. Think for a moment, we gotta wait it out. That's what the training's about. We have to survive, that's what Jermaine is about. As we walk through the archive files of all styles, the East Wing Aisle goes on for 5 miles. More rappers than fans, more vans racked than vans. Hip-hop will continue to expand. All cultures come from one mind. The universe is not far behind. Wave bars and rhymes, motivated by the stars to shine. Only lower density life forms get lost in time. I don't care if I make history, I wanna be a part of infinity. Look at what your sun god did to me. I am energy, I am he spiritually and mentally. The fools who threw away my jewels offended me. As we walk through the archive files of all styles, the East Wing Aisle goes on for 5 miles. More rappers than fans, more vans racked than vans. Hip-hop will continue to expand. Meteors fall from the sky, the Mars guard looks in my eyes, controlling my heart, controlling my mind. Dig a hole for the collateral carnage, battle the hardest, take out hip-hop trash and garbage. Tunnel boring and jacking, water main tapping. I sat there drafting a new drainage plan, laughing. Tough, pliable, relatively reliable. The vocation of this undertaking is very viable. My lyrical is chemical, radioactive residue. I can't rest until I accomplish what I was sent to do. The gross oversimplification of a Jamaican in the basement, tracing over diagrams for a tape deck that evolved into a spaceship that hasn't been made yet, cause I haven't been paid yet, not even one paycheck. What are you building, biz? Is it a flying silver disc? If you ever leave, you'll be missed. I tear through the galactic shift. I travel 10 digits in 10 minutes. Nah, that's some shit. Think that's fast? Nah, it's faster than you think. By the time you blink, the whole universe shrinks. The chain of command blames the unseen hand. The galactic plane has a galactic plan. I look up in the sky to see if God is judging me. Then suddenly, I feel the T-Man judgment come to me. Sitting down at the mixing board comfortably, they begin to study me by showing me worlds I would love to see. My body did not melt beyond the Van Allen belt. I was transformed into a spirit with no shell. The sun is so bright, my eyes hurt. I'm forced to look downward to see inside the earth. At the top of the Temple Mount Mosque, I look at the sun. I just have a few words for everyone. The sun is so bright, my eyes hurt. I'm forced to look downward to see inside the earth. At the top of the Temple Mount Mosque, I look at the sun. I just have a few words for everyone. The sun is so bright, my eyes hurt. I'm forced to look downward to see inside the earth. At the top of the Temple Mount Mosque, I look at the sun. I just have a few words for everyone.
Let me guess. The surface of the sun? Only dream I ever had. Every time I shut my eyes.
Show me love, so unloved. I've read it in the stars above, then wrote it in this book because the stars aligned and guided us. Damn, I ain't like growing up, measured by the times I fucked. Judged by those whose eyes are shut, there's only lust and cannabis. But I had different views, weed I think I wouldn't use. Sex was just a thing to do without the love that makes it true. I was just that lonely dude, all I had was pain to lose. So easily was played a fool when it all just came to you. Now you're nothing but a slut to me. I used to be the nicest guy, you see what you have done to me. Never said those words before, but now I say it comfortably. Think I lost my heart and soul when you are claiming custody. It's what you cut from me, but why'd you cut so deep? I gave you all my love, you kept your shut from me. Now I'm drenched in blood, metaphorically. I wasn't born so cold, but now I'm forced to be. And all you girls complain that all guys are the same, but when the good one comes, you put that boy through pain. You run him through the dirt, you make him go insane. So now he's stuck and hurt and feels he has to change. But now I contemplate the things I do to compensate. Hey, who I've become, but now I found it hard to concentrate. Now all I think is pussy and I love to make it condensate. But I feel I lost myself, to go back now is kinda late. Late.
Show me love. It's got your hand on a button now. Showing love. It's got your hand on a button.
See, I've got odd concepts and bomb contents. Don't believe in God, but got the God complex. Close-minded fucks take this out of context. When it being good and having faith intersect. What is your percent? Is it 100? Are you perfect, motherfucker? What is your percent? Trying to judge my steps when you haven't walked yet. In these shoes where the weight of the world is my flesh. I was depressed in adolescence, not content with no connections. Pressing the wrong direction where pain was my only entrance. Life felt like a death sentence, and this is not the wildest excuse. Acting antisocial was a product of the child abuse. Attacking what was hopeful was a kind of pathological. Neglect was like a promo to make suicide so optional. Find happiness and thoughts that I'd be dead up in the hospital. I felt like I was fucked, like those visions that are conjugal. But I guess that doesn't constitute my actions or my common mood. But I felt I had no wins and quit was all that I could do. Now I'm not a quitter, but it's quicker than impossible. You cannot be a winner when your inner self is stopping you. See, there's no remorse, life feel like it's so of course. But I ain't budging, I ain't running, all the pain is at the source. No escape, but I won't break, I'm hitting with a blinding force. Me against the world to the death, and I am not a corpse.
Dark when Mark arrived, maybe 6:45 in the morning time. In the 10th grade, we was tight friends, but neither of us had a driver's license. His aunt was a flight attendant, and she'd leave town with a Cadillac unattended. So we used to get tempted, that intense tendency to tend to what we wasn't meant to. We would skip out on class and shit to go visit other schools, just trying to act cool. And looking back, I have to laugh at it, cause all we did was burn up gas and flunk math, fool. But still, it was super ill. I mean, 2 teenagers in a new Seville with 1987 in the tape deck. That was a part of my life that I'll never forget. It went, the soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget. We won't forget, we don't forget. The soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget, we won't forget. And you can't tell me nothing about frontin'. We wasn't even 16 yet. Come on, jump in. Cruise control until we lose control. Max the low end out to let it bruise my soul. And God knows I should have been studying, so maybe I could grow up and be somebody. But I love the looks that the girls shot at me from the bus stop when we pulled up in that caddy. Good thing back then I had bad game, otherwise it'd probably be a few with my last name. Better that my true love was rap. Now let it auto reverse until the bad dub snaps. Felt so right, forgot we was wrong. Sitting at a stoplight, singing along. When I look in my rear view now, what would I see if I didn't have the music in my history? Now give it to me. The soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget. We won't forget, we don't forget. The soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget. We won't forget. And we was just a couple of kids. It was right around the same time that nobody was beating the biz. Had that, and I know you got soul on a tape that I made. Recorded them off a Travitron's show. I was addicted to the radio. Make my request and wait for it. Holding my finger on the pause button like, now go. I guess that was the original download. Rap videos and girls' digits. A 15-pack of blank cassettes for Christmas. Used to steal mom's change if it's easy to. We used to make up names for our graffiti crew. Used to talk about making it big, and if we ever got rich, the way we would live. Hey Mark, we ain't there yet, but if you can hear my voice and turn your stereo up, like what? The soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget. We won't forget, we don't forget. The soundtrack still runs through my head. I gotta keep every single step. As old as we get, we don't forget. We won't forget.
I was the nicest for at least the last 6 months. Single wing dude, got heavy rotation from Funk Flex and didn't have to ask it once. Pen flows that was most quoted. Kept the toast loaded for magazine critics in case they alleged niggas ghost wrote it. Spit with an orifice. Before all this, had no escape route from the slums, so rhyme it became an orifice. Now I'm eating good and pushing whips. Problem is I'm pussy whipped by a bitch that dropped me same time the label did. Album sales wasn't well, no reach quota. So my foundation, what was once mentally and financially stable, slid. Draw my soul was an alcohol plus I done acid. Put every egg into one basket. Now my mind racing cause impulses of label raps getting gun blasted. One pass it, fuck it, one life, one love, one casket. Wound up at the CEO office and blew his flesh off his chest and left that nigga slumped on his office desk. I fallen, I wasn't built to handle rejection. I'm falling on you fucking with answer a question. I'm falling, fuck trying to reason with logic. Reason with the 16-shot cartridge holding a label hostage.
Good evening, I'm Brock Longwell from Channel 12 News. This just in. Up-and-coming rap star Don Murda, known for last year's hit Ice on Layaway, has allegedly killed the CEO of Platinum Spit Recordings after being dropped from the label. He's reportedly holding 2 hostages in the building. A negotiation specialist just arrived on the scene. Let's see if we can get a word from him.
How many are dead?
One dead.
How many game pieces does he have now?
2, 1 woman and 1 man.
Well, here we go again. Another day trying to defend a belief. Time to make friends with the beast. How many guns he got? Only one's been shot. Let me see his demands and a copy of the floor plans. What's the odds of suicidal? Let's try to get him on the horn and inform him of my arrival. No vest. I'm going in soft. If he's gonna take my head off, then he's gotta take my head off. Now what's his name? Does he have a family? What's the background? Did he pick the place randomly? Get his girl on the phone. Locate his mom. We're dealing with a time bomb, and I'ma take it through the front door. Look him in the eye, see if we can make this grown man cry.
I'm falling, I wasn't built to handle rejection. I'm falling on you fucking with answer a question. I'm falling, fuck trying to reason with logic. Reason with the 16-shot cartridge. Let's weigh my options and put in perspective my position. Stop the mission, it's a straight shot to prison without a pot to pissin'. Fuck the negotiating, I don't expect for you cops to listen. You probably setting me up to be shot by a sharpshooter from the SWAT division. Tell them bitches I won't be that easily overthrown. I know they listening in on your mobile phone. You don't know my pain.
Y'all niggas done fucked up now. Tell them how. Messed around and let me out. Then me back in the game knowing damn well Chino is the lyrical messiah. And I'm not arrogant, I just know that I'm the shit. Fuck around with me and you'll get pistol whipped by God's instrument. Chino is the lyrical messiah. Yo, you a fake killer from a fake place. You a fake, that's a fake mace. I spit it for 80 weeks, couldn't fit it on 80 dads. Lately see I've been hating rap, the son of 1,000 maniacs. You insane, thinking I'll ever be sane. I always been the same, forward or back like Eve's name. I slap off Frida's unibrow, give a fuck what she painted. Give me a time machine, I bottle up crack and manger. No stranger to the fact rappers can't stand me. I shoot them down with bullets made by melted down Grammys. These cats offended me, soft R&B radio trendy. I'm angry like Jewish Holocaust surviving families in a room with a Nazi. Cause hip-hop cannot see 1-9 lyricists is on cribs and not me. You probably wanna body Poppy, cause I be on the big screen with Angelina Jolie. I'm sorry, we living lives just a little different. You'll be in the movies too, ripping the fucking tickets. I'm wicked, Aurelius Maximus, revenge and take patience. But I refuse to die till history record my greatness. Y'all niggas done fucked up now. Messed around and let me out. Let me back in the game knowing damn well Chino is the lyrical messiah. And I'm not arrogant, I just know that I'm the shit. Fuck around with me and you'll get pistol whipped by God's instrument. Chino is the lyrical messiah.
On the day I was born, Taoist monks banged the big gold gong with the same insignia that I have tattooed on my arm. In the midst of a rainstorm, eclipsed over Asia, the day finally arrived. The one they prayed for, gasping and all, they couldn't believe that they saw the illegitimate son of Father Time and Mother Nature. I've been here before, from Earth's core to seashore. One law, be war, I'm bringing new love through war.
Jesus!
Nah, but I appreciate the comparison. I've avoided being whack, I've avoided 3 marriages. The poison pen penances, burn down villages. What I write with ain't ink, my ballpoint hemorrhages. Religiousness, the record businesses, all luck. I go to a whorehouse for a good deal and get a record deal to get fucked. Now leaving childhood, they stole my innocence. Chi contained in the word Christ, not a coincidence.
Y'all niggas done fucked up now. Messed around and let me out. Let me back in the game knowing damn well Chino is the lyrical messiah. And I'm not arrogant, I just know that I'm the shit. Fuck around with me and you'll get pistol whipped by God's instrument. Chino is the lyrical messiah.